Good afternoon everyone. As we are doing the parts of skeleton system, our today's topic is rib cage. You all can see the picture here in front of you, the rib cage. Ribs are the delicate bone present in our chest region. If you feel the presence of the bone in the chest region, you have to press your hand at the place. Okay, these are the delicate bone present in the chest region. So this is their location. Look at the diaphragm of the rib cage shown here. This is the diaphragm. Diaphragm is the area that separate upper chest part to the lower abdominal cavity. Okay. How many ribs do we have? We are having 12 pairs of ribs. It means we are having 24 ribs. These all are connected to the vertebral column at the back. Now look at their structure. From the back, they are connected to the vertebral column. Okay, from the back they are connected to the vertebral column. Out of these 12 pair, 10 pair are connected to the breastbone. Now this is the breastbone, the front part. It is also known as sternum. It is also known as sternum. Sternum is a flat bone. If you will see this, you can also observe this is the flat bone in the middle of the chest. Now look at the position. This is the middle of the chest. Okay, all 12 are connected to the vertebral column at the back. 10 pairs are connected to the sternum. Now what the last two? Where are they connected? The last two pairs are not joined to the breastbone. Therefore, they are called floating ribs. Now look at here. The last two pairs are not directly connected to the sternum. They are connected to these upper one and then they are connected to sternum. Hence, they are known as floating ribs. The ribs form a cage-like structure. That's why we call it as a rib cage. Now, from front they are connected to the sternum. From back they are connected to the vertebral column. Hence they form like a cage. And that's why the name is given rib cage. Now, what is the function of rib cage? Rib cage protect our heart and lungs. And also help to expand the chest cavity when we breathe. Okay, so these are the function of rib cage. Read it carefully. The next topic is limbs. Again, this is the part of skeleton system. Look here. Limbs. How many pairs of limbs do we have? We have 2 pairs of limbs. Okay, we have 2 pairs of limbs. That 2 pairs are our arms and our legs. Means in science we call them as forelimbs and hind limbs. We have 2 forelimbs and 2 hind limbs. So total we are having 2 pair means 4. Okay. So number 1 is forelimb. I am talking about our arms. Each forelimb has 3 bones. Now this is the skeleton area of the forelimb. If you will see the forelimb, it has 3 bones. One is the upper, then 2 at the lower, and this is the joint and this is the joint. Now, the very first thing started here is the girdle. Girdle is the area, part of bone where limbs are attached. Okay. The upper arm has one bone called humerus. Now, this is I am talking about your forelimb. Okay, forelimb. The upper part of the forelimb has one single bone. We call it as a humerus. And the lower one has 2 bones. We call it as a radius and ulna. This upper bone and 2 lower bone are joined here. Okay, this we will discuss later in the topic joints. Then after this radius and ulna, wrist is there. After wrist, your hand start, and this consists of many small bones. Okay, it is also written here, radius, ulna, after this humerus, and then wrist and hand are made up of many small bones. Now this is all about the forelimb. Now second pair of limb are hind limb. Look at the structure of hind limb. Okay, again a girdle is there, pelvic girdle. One single bone is there, femur, like this one single bone is there, humerus. This is our leg bone, so name is different, femur. Femur is the longest bone of the body also. Okay, then again a joint is there. After the joints, there are two bones like radius and ulna in the hand. We are having tibia and fibula in the leg. In hand we are having wrist, in leg we are having ankle. In forelimb we are having hand here, and here we are having foot, again made up of small bones. Okay class, read this. Now we'll move to the girdles. Look at the structure of girdles. Girdles are the bony structure to which limb bone are attached. As I show you in the early picture, limbs are attached to the girdles only. Look again. Look, your forelimbs are attached to which girdle? Pectoral. And your hind limbs are attached to which girdle? Pelvic. So girdles are the structure where limb bone are attached. Okay. Now come back. So these are the structure from limbs are attached. Maybe that is forelimb or your hind limbs. So there we are having two girdles. One is pectoral, means our shoulder, where the shoulder girdle is there, and other is pelvic, where the hip girdle, also known as hip girdle. The forelimbs or arms are attached to the pectoral girdle. Each pectoral girdle consists of shoulder blade and collarbone. In your this girdle, pectoral girdle, you can feel the shoulder blade when you touch at the back, and collarbone, it is present below your neck. When you feel the bone that is connected towards the shoulder, two bones are moving toward the shoulder bone below your neck. That is your collarbone. Now this is like this, collarbone below your neck. Okay, and at the back you can see like this long bone. We call it as a pectoral shoulder blade. Okay, so this is all about the pectoral girdle. Similarly, we are having pelvic girdle. Okay, where legs are attached, and it protects the kidney and urinary bladder. Okay, so today we'll learn about the girdles and rib cage and limbs. Okay, beta. So this is all for today. You have to learn all the parts of skeleton system very carefully. Tomorrow we'll do the joints. Thank you and have a nice day.